Welcome to the Northside ISD Transportation Training Department. This video will be beneficial in helping you obtain your Texas Class B CDL with the passenger and school bus endorsements. The video shows the pre-trip inspection test. You will have to perform this test for DPS within 45 minutes. When you're tested, you will be asked to perform these segments. The order of the segments will be at the examiner's discretion. Upon successfully completing the pre-trip inspection test in the time allowed, you can move on to the maneuvers, which are straight line backing, offset parking to the left or right side, and parallel parking. After that, you may move on and complete the road test.
Before I start my pre-trip, I'm going to go onto the bus, turn the key to auxiliary. I'm going to turn on the master switch, my four-way hazards, and my headlights to high beam. I'm looking under. I don't see any fresh leaks. The bus is not leaning to the left or right. That would indicate a suspension or tire problem. Now, starting on the top, I have 3 amber clearance lights on the top. They're not cracked, they're secure, they're clean, and they're operational. I have my loading lights. 2 are amber and 2 are red. They're not cracked or damaged. They're secure, clean, and operational. I have my school bus logo. It's in reflective tape. It's not cracked. It's not damaged. It's secure, proper color. Over here, I have 2 amber hazard lights / turn signals. They're secure, they're clean, they're not cracked, operational. The same is true over this side. 2 more amber colored / hazard turn signal lights. They're not cracked, they're clean, secure, and operational. I also have my 2 headlights, high and low beam. They're not cracked, they're secured, they're clean, and they're operational. Both of them. I have my 2 crossover mirrors. They're secured to the frame and the frame to the bus. The mirrors are not cracked, they're secure and clean. Now I'm going to do the under the hood inspection. Here I have all my hoses. They're not cracked, they're not damaged, they're secure, and they're not leaking. Over here, I have my power steering fluid container. Here I have my power steering container. It is not cracked, not damaged, it's secure, it is capped, not leaking, operational. The power steering fluid is pumped. It's hidden behind here, and that pump is gear driven. I have my engine oil. It's at operational level. And it's capped. Here I have my air brake compressor. It's not cracked, it's not damaged, it's secure, it's not leaking, operational. It is belt driven. Over here I have my alternator. It is not cracked, not damaged, it's secured. The wires out back are not frayed. It too is belt driven. Down here is the water pump. It is not cracked, not damaged, it is secure, and it's not leaking. It too is belt driven. All my belts are not cracked nor frayed, and they do not have more than 3/4 of an inch play. My frame It is straight. It's not cracked. It's not damaged. It's secure. There are no illegal welds. I have my 2 leaf mounts. They're secured. They're not cracked nor damaged. I have my leaf springs. They're aligned. They're not cracked. They're not damaged. They're secured by 2 U-bolts, which are present. They are not cracked nor damaged, and they are secure. Here I have my shock absorber. It is not cracked, not damaged. It is secure, and it is not leaking. Here I have my steering linkage. They're not cracked. They're not damaged. They're secured by castle nuts and cotter pins. Here I have my steering box. It is not cracked, not damaged, secure, and it's not leaking. My hoses to the steering box are not cracked, not damaged, secured, and not leaking. Here I have my air brake hose. It is not cracked, not damaged, not leaking, and it is secure. Here I have my air brake chamber. It is not cracked, not damaged. It is secure and not leaking. I have my slack adjuster and my push rod. They're not cracked nor damaged. There's no missing parts. They automatically adjust, and there's no more than 1 inch of play. In here, some things that we cannot see. That is the pads, the drums, and the lining. There's no grease or dirt, and I also do not see any metal shavings on the ground. The linings are not dangerously thin. Here I have my tire. I have even tread on my tire. I should have no less than 4/32 of an inch tread depth. There are no bulges or cracks on the sidewalls, and there's no separation from the rim. I would use an air gauge to check the pressure. It should be between 80 and 105 psi. Down here I have my rim. It is symmetrical. It's not cracked, not damaged, and there are no illegal welds. It is secured by lug nuts. There is no rust or metal shavings that would indicate that they were loose. I have my hub seal. It is not cracked, not damaged. It is secure, not leaking, and at operational level. Here I have my valve stem. It is secure, not cracked, not damaged, not leaking, and it is capped. Over here I have my mud flap. It is secure, not cracked, not damaged, no more than 8 inches off the ground. Now I'm going to go onto the other side of the engine and just do what is unique. I have my coolant reservoir. It is not cracked, it's not damaged, it's secure, it's not leaking, it is capped and at operational level. Over here, I have my windshield wash reservoir. It is not cracked, not damaged, secure, and not leaking. It is also capped and at operational level. We also have over here our transmission fluid that we do not check, that is done by maintenance, and it's at operational level. This concludes my under the hood inspection. I'm going to close it up. Continuing on with the rest of my pre-trip, I have my mirrors. They're secured to the frame and the frame to the bus. Both mirrors, the flat and the convex mirrors, are secure. They're not cracked, not damaged, they're clean. The wiring is secured, not cracked, not damaged. I have my door. It closes properly. It's secured on its hinges. The glass is clean, not cracked, not damaged. There's no illegal stickers. Here I have my student light. It is not cracked, not damaged. It's secure, proper color, and operational. Here I have my amber side marker. It is clean, it's not cracked, not damaged. It is secured, operational. Now stepping back, starting with the top, coming down, I have 3 amber clearance lights. 2 amber to the front, 1 red to the rear. They're not cracked, they're not damaged, they're clean, secured, and they're operational. I also have 2 emergency exit windows. They're clearly labeled and they have reflective tape around them that's not cracked, not damaged, proper color, and secure. I have reflective tape running down the whole side of the bus. It's secured, not cracked, not damaged, and proper color. I have my school bus logo and reflective tape. It's not cracked, not damaged, and it's secured and proper color. Here I have 2 storage compartments that are secured and they're not damaged. I also have 3 reflectors, 2 amber to the front, 1 red to the rear. They're not cracked, not damaged, they're secured and operational. Here is my frame again. It is straight. It's not cracked nor damaged, and there are no illegal welds. My muffler and my exhaust system, they're secure, they're not cracked nor damaged, they're not leaking, and there's no soot buildup in the system. Here I have my drive shaft. It is straight, not cracked, not damaged, operational. I have 4 U-hangers to catch it if it were to fall. Over here, I have my leaf mounts. I have 2 of them. They're secured, not cracked, not damaged. I also have my leaf springs. They're aligned. They're not cracked, not damaged, and they're secured by 2 U-bolts which are present and operational. They're not cracked nor damaged. Here I have my air brake chamber, which is not cracked, not damaged, secure, and not leaking, and also my air brake hose, which is not cracked, not damaged, not leaking, and secure as well. Now there are some things that we cannot see. Back here we also have the slack adjuster and the push rod. They're secured, they're not damaged, there's no grease or dirt. They automatically adjust and will move no more than 1 inch. Also, my pads, my drums, and lining are in here. There's no grease or dirt, there's no shavings on the ground, and the lining is not dangerously thin. In between my tires, the spacer, there's no obstruction, the tires are not touching. My tires, I have even tread. I have no less than 2/32 of an inch tread depth. The sidewalls, there's no cracks, there's no bulges, there's no separation. I would use an air gauge to check the air. It should be between 80 and 105 psi. Here I have my rim. It is symmetrical. It's not cracked, not damaged. There are no illegal welds. And here, they're secured by lug nuts. There's no rust or metal shavings that would indicate that they were loose. I have my rear axle seal. It's secure. It's not cracked, not damaged. It's not leaking, and it's at operational level. I also have valve stems for each tire. They're secure, not cracked, not damaged. They're not leaking, and both are capped. Back here, I have my shock absorber. It's not cracked, it's not damaged, it's secure, and it's not leaking. Right behind that, I have my bellow. It's not cracked, not damaged, not leaking, and it too is secure. I have my mud flap. It's not cracked, not damaged, and is no more than 8 inches above the ground. Continuing on, I have my gas cap. It is secured, it's not cracked, not damaged, and it's not leaking. My gas tanks and my lines, they're not cracked, not damaged, not leaking, and they're secure. Now I'm going to go to the back of the bus. I have 3 red clearance lights on the rear. They're not cracked, they're not damaged, they're secure, clean, and operational. I have 4 loading lights. 2 are amber and 2 are red. They're not cracked, they're not damaged, they're secure, clean, and operational. I also have my school bus logo. It's not cracked and damaged, it's in reflective tape, proper color. My emergency door is clearly labeled and it has reflective tape all around it. It's not cracked, not damaged, proper color. Here I have my digital stop sign, and it is not cracked, not damaged. It's secure, clean, and operational. I have 4 running brake lights. They're red. They're not cracked, they're not damaged, they're secure, clean, and operational. I have 2 amber colored hazard lights / turn signal lights. They're not cracked, they're not damaged, they're secure, clean, and operational. I also have 2 red reflectors. They're secure, they're not cracked nor damaged, and they're operational. My rear door opens, the alarm sounds, and it locks in place. It's secure. Now coming to this side, continuing on this side of the bus, I'm only going to do what is unique to this side. I have my rear stop sign. It's perpendicular to the bus. It has 4 red lights. They're not cracked, they're not damaged, they're secure, clean, and operational. The wiring is secure, not cracked, nor damaged. The sign is secured to the frame and the frame to the bus. On this side, I have my amber side marker. It's not cracked, it's not damaged. It's secured, clean, and operational. My front stop sign, likewise, is perpendicular to the bus. I have 4 red flashing lights. They're not cracked, they're not damaged. They're secure, clean, and operational. The wiring is secure, not cracked, not damaged. The sign is secured to the frame and the frame to the bus. Here I have my fuse box. All the fuses are present. We do not carry spare fuses. That's handled by maintenance. But all the wiring is secured. None of it is frayed. The door locks in place. This concludes the external part of the PreTrip. Coming to the steps here, there's no obstruction in my steps. The padding is secured to the floor. It's not cracked and there's no damage. I also have both handrails. They're secured to the bus and they're not damaged. I have 3 triangles. All 3 are present, they're not damaged, they're operational, and they're secure. My fire extinguisher is ABC rated, it's secured, it's been inspected, and it's charged. Here I have my student stair light. It's not cracked, it's not damaged, it's secure, clean, and operational. Here I have my first aid kit. It's full. And it's secure. I also have my body fluid kit. It's full and it is secure as well. Now my passenger section. My aisle here is free of obstruction. The padding is not cracked nor damaged and it's secured to the floor. Next, I'm going to check the seats. I want to make sure the seats are secured to the frame and the frame to the floor. I have my rear door emergency exit and it is clearly labeled. I'm going to open it, an alarm should sound, and it will lock in place. I also have 4 emergency windows. All are clearly labeled. I have 2 roof hatches. They're also clearly labeled. I'm going to demonstrate this roof hatch, and the front one I will explain. Okay, so I'm going to turn to exit, push up on the red handle. It releases, the alarm sounds. Now I'm going to reattach the sensor bar. Bring the hatch down and lock it in place. I have this emergency window. Alarm sounds, opens, secures. Likewise, this one opens, alarm sounds, secures. Continuing on with the other 2. It opens, alarm sounds, and secures. Same thing with this one. Opens, alarm sounds, and secures. Now for this roof hatch, all I'm going to do is explain it. I'm going to turn to exit, push up on the red handle, reattach the sensor bar, bring it back down, and lock it.
Okay.
Now I would like your assistance to do the external light test. My 4-way hazards are operational. My left turn signal is operational. My right turn signal is operational. My high beam is operational. My 2 amber lights are operational. And my 2 red loading lights are operational, as well as my stop arms are out. As they walk by to go to the back, you let them know all my clearance lights are operational as well. Then they go to the back, I do all the lights to the back. My 4-way hazard lights are operational. My left turn signal is operational. My right turn signal is operational. My amber lights are operational. And my red lights, loading lights, are operational, and my stop arms are out, operational. I have 4 running brake lights. They're red. They're not cracked, they're not damaged, they're secure, clean, and operational. Safety first. My seat belt. It is not frayed or damaged, and it locks in place. Now I'm going to do a safe start. My wheel is chalked. My bus is secured, and I'm going to start the bus. Coming over here to the side panel, my fan, it's operational. My noise suppressor is operational. My heater and my defroster, they are operational. My amber indicator is operational. My red loading light indicator is operational, and my stop arms are out. My passenger dome lights, they are operational. And the driver's dome light is operational as well. Okay, I have my flat mirror and my convex mirror. They're secured, not cracked, not damaged. They're clean, and they're adjusted to me, and they move. The flat and as well as the convex, they move in all directions. On this side, the right flat and convex mirror, they're secured, not cracked, not damaged. They're clean. They're adjusted to me, and they move in all directions as well. and they lock in place. I have my 2 crossover mirrors. They're not cracked, not damaged, secured, clean. I can see 10 feet from the bumper out as well as to the sides. My windshield, there are no cracks, it's not damaged, there are no illegal stickers. My passenger mirror is secure, it's not cracked, not damaged, and there are no illegal stickers. Coming here to the dash, my headlights are on, it lights up my dash. Here I have my speedometer, it is operational, and I will demonstrate that on the second portion of my air brake test. I have my 2 air gauges. They should range between 120 to 140 psi. My fuel gauge, it is full and operational. My tachometer, it is operational. Here I have my temperature gauge. It is operational. I have my oil gauge, and it likewise is operational. Here I have my voltmeter, and it too is operational. What I'm going to look for now are the inside indicators here. My 4-way hazard light indicators are operational. My left turn signal indicator is operational. My right turn signal indicator is operational. My high beam indicator likewise is operational. My windshield wipers and wash, they likewise are operational. My horn is operational as well. Stepping on the brake pedal when I release the parking brake and apply it, my parking brake light is operational as well. I can hear my reverse warning. The gears move up and down smoothly. When I open my doors, they secure, lock in place. When I close them, they're secured and they lock in place. My glass is clean, it's not cracked, not damaged, and there are no illegal stickers. So now I'm going to do the first portion of my air brake test. The wheel is chalked, the bus is secured, and I'm at 120. I'm going to shut the bus off, turn to auxiliary, and release the parking brake. I'm going to do the applied test. I'm going to hold the brake pedal down for 1 minute, and we should lose no more than 3 psi. I wait for the needle to settle, and now I'm starting the 1 minute. Okay, the minute is up. I did not lose more than 3 psi. Next, I'm going to do the low pressure warning test. I'm going to fan the brake pedal. Between 60 and 70, I should get 2 lights and hear an audible. There are the 2 lights and the audible. That test was successful. Next, I'm going to do the spring brake test. I'm going to fan the brake pedal between 20 and 40 psi. The spring brake should engage, and I will know this because the parking brake will pop out. Parking brake popped out. The first portion of my air brake test was successful. Now I'm going to start the bus back up. When I start it, I should see an ABS light, and I'm going to rebuild the pressure. There's my ABS light. I'm going to build up the pressure. I'll give it about 2,000 RPMs. Steady pressure to build it up. I want it to go back up to at least 120 psi. I know the tanks will be full when I hear it expel. Good. All right, so next I'm going to do the second portion of my air brake test, which will be the parking brake test as well as the service brake test. But I must remove the chalk first. So I'm going to do my parking brake test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in drive. I'm going to give it about 1500 RPMs for 5 seconds. The bus should not move, showing that the parking brake is holding. (1001), (1002), (1003), (1004), (1005). Put it back in neutral. That test was successful. The bus did not move. The parking brake is working. Next, I'm going to do the service brake test. I'm going to go about 5 miles an hour, stop the bus. It should stop smoothly and it should not pull to the left or to the right. Secure the bus. The service brake is working properly. The bus did not pull to the left or to the right. Now this concludes my air brake test as well as the rest of my pre-trip.